Hello friends and welcome back to yet another exciting episode of Action Reaction. As always, please do not forget to like this video, to share this video with your friends and to hit the subscribe button if you have not done that already. Since you are already there, please hit the bell icon so that you will get notified of the new contents that I put in. Today is the day of Star Wars. Today I am going to review the action figure that was raised from Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. That was for Rey, which is called as Dark Rey. I like to call her as Darth Rey, and of course she is not sort of a true character in the Star Wars universe. So without further ado, let's move ahead with our review. So let's take into consideration the box. The box is the standard new format, the Phase 4 for the Star Wars The Black Series. This is Star Wars from the line Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. This is number 1 in the line of The Rise of Skywalker, and below is the short description of the action figure. Here is the mosaic for the Dark Rey. So this was in all the box. Again, this is like the Phase 4 box, which happens to be the best with the evolution in the boxing technology. This is sort of like the new feel-good boxes that have been put out there. So in terms of boxing, for the box, on the point of 1, I'll give it a 0.75. This is the first figure from the Rise of Skywalker line. And to tell you frankly, I was surprised that this was Darkseid Rey. So let's go ahead and open this particular figure. And to do this job, we have our trusted Lieutenant Dean. Okay, so a Star Wars figure standing up on its own, just taking it out of the box. This is pretty optimistic. Okay, so this was the figure out of the box. Now let's go ahead and try to see the designing aspect of this figure. Okay, so there is the figure out of the box, out of its packaging against a white background. So this is like a very nice contrast. Now let's take a look at its accessories. In the name of accessories, what we have is a very unique double-bladed lightsaber. Yep. And the only other double-bladed lightsaber that I currently have is the Darth Maul one, wherein those two lightsabers were like two individual pieces that could be joined, but here this stays very true to the design in the movie, wherein this is how she has it and she opens it. So this is very nice. And the red, that's like a dark red. I love this very much. Yep, it comes out and oh, just look at the detailing over here. Yeah, if you can. This is nice. I love the lightsaber, but just for a figure that had a mere presence of not even a minute in the actual feature film, I was hoping that this figure would be filled with a lot of goodies. But all this it comes with is a lightsaber. I mean, this was a chance for Hasbro to go very creative in terms of, designing this figure, putting out some accessories. Probably the accessory wherein, or a head sculpt wherein she had those razor sharp teeth. That, if they would have included that, I would have been very happy. But as of now, we just have this lightsaber. This is a very cool design. I love this. But will it be sort of enough for us as collectors? We can only determine that after we look at the figure. So as we see figure, it comes completely in a black dress. She has a very soft cloth cape and she has a hood which does not come out. Okay, but this is how her portrayal was. So I mean, we should have had some capability of removing this hood to, and maybe it comes out, but I think I'm just afraid of breaking it. I think it's probably stuck on the base of the sculpt of this figure, so I'm not sure if we can remove it. Now the cloth in itself, this is, I wouldn't say it is a very hard plastic. This is a soft plastic. Let's see when we are doing the articulation if it causes any hindrance or not. But other than that, I mean, designing aspect, if you can see, yeah, there are these small lines which sort of gives it a touch of fabric. It's good. It's really nice. Now if we look at the likeliness of this, so the facial features, they do resemble the actress very accurately. The face recognition technology that Hasbro currently uses, it has done a top-notch job. This looks like Daisy Ridley. And again, we just have it completely. We have her cloth going up to her fingers, actually till her fingers. So this, it also comes with a side of belt. I mean, there is not really anything more that we can explore. Let's look at her legs. Yep, they are encased in the same type of texture that goes across her body, and this is how wavy her cape is. So in terms of design, I mean, this is, I don't think so a lot of effort was required, and I mean, this is how this figure really is. So I do not want to criticize it unnecessarily. This is how the figure looks on the movie. They will be giving it a 1.5 because it matches with the source material. Also, the facial recognition that they are putting in the figure is very nice. Okay, folks, now is the time to test its articulation. Now, I'm not sure how this articulation would be because this face, it just cannot go. So let's see. I'll try to do my best. So this is how much it goes down. There is no way that we can see this. This is how much it goes up. So not a very up and down. This is how much we can safely turn it to its right side, and probably it will get stuck. This is how much we can put it on its left. Nice detailing actually. See those hairs? That's actually nice detailing. I didn't observe it first because I was not articulating this. I should probably do articulations first and then design. It gives me a chance to explore. So, yep. And then it can go down this way, it can go down this way, up this way, up this way. So yes, a lot of potential, but it is hindered because of this hood. That's why if we would have had a removable hood, that would have been better. Then let's move to our hand. This is how much it goes. So I would say it's pretty decent, and it's completely turns around. So this is pretty decent. Yeah. This is how much it finally goes up. So I would say it's pretty decent. So there is no bicep curl. There is actually just an arm joint, which is a single joint. But it has a lot of way around. Can you look at this? Yeah, this is good. This is really good. And then in terms of her hand, it turns completely around. But other than that, I don't think so. So it probably goes in and comes out. I think pretty decent for a figure like this. No chest articulation, but it has waist articulation. So it can swiggle side by side, and it can turn completely around. So we can have poses like this, which is an added incentive for this. Now, let's go and take a look at her legs. So let's put it up. Yeah, it can go this much up, effectively nothing back, and it can go this much sideways. This is the complete split that we have. And it comes with a thigh articulation which goes completely around. Then we have a knee articulation. This is a single jointed knee, so I'm not expecting a lot of movement. So I think of a single knee articulation, single knee joint, I think this is still pretty decent. And finally we come to the toes. So it goes this much down, it goes effectively not up, and there's a side by side swiggle. So in terms of articulation, there are limitations to the articulation, but it still does the basic job of what is required by this action figure. So out of 2, I am pretty much in the region of 1.25. Yeah, it has limitations, but it more or less covers it up. So I'll go with a 1.25 for the articulation. So now we'll start with actually posing this particular figure. And while I pose this figure, let's talk about the history of this character. To my disappointment, this particular character was not an actual featured character, but a dark side vision of the main protagonist, Rey. So that was a huge disappointment. So this character, we found this particular character on a moon of Endor called Kef Bir, where we actually saw in the movie the wreckage of the Death Star 2 from Star Wars Return of the Jedi. So this was really a very unique representation of the movie on the main Hasbro Black Series figure line. Now since I'm posing this particular figure, I do, as per my review, as per my comments earlier, I do see some problems with actually posing this figure because of its the way the cloth has been designed. I mean, had it been a bit soft plastic, this would have been easier figure to design, because I do not want Rey just standing over there. I want her in action pose, I want her crouching, I want her on her knees, something which would which would make it possible for me to create scenes or imaginary scenes from the Star Wars universe. Now if we take out that cloth, this figure is extremely nimble, which I like, but just that cloth that is ruining the experience for me and showing me or giving me a lot of problems in terms of posing. So based on whatever I have seen in terms of posing, I'll go ahead and give this particular figure a 1.25 out of 2. The cloth is the only problem. Had that been a bit soft, this would have been one of the masterful figure. And of course, with addition of a few more accessories, this would have been figure I would have heavily sought out after. But otherwise, I mean, this figure poses extremely well. Now in terms of availability, when the figure was announced, all the merchants had this particular figure in abundance. At this moment, right now, when I'm recording this, only Entertainment Earth has some stock with it, which is available for pre-orders. Other than that, everywhere you can see this is more than its retail price. So if you didn't get a chance to get this figure at the time of its launch, probably now it's too late. But hey, it's not like it is going to send you back ages in terms of money. So if you love this figure, go get it. So in terms of availability, based on what was the availability when this figure was initially released, I will go up to a 1.5. Now it's a bit hard, but understand it's already been like 3 or 4 months that this figure has been out on the market. But other than that, this is an excellent figure. I love this figure. I love the interpretation. What I just miss is probably one more head sculpt with her razor sharp teeth. That is something missing, and some accessories to make this more unique, because this, as I said, was a clean canvas. Star Wars Rise of Skywalker didn't tell her story. Figure was the way that story could have been expanded, even though it would have been a non-canon story. So finally, what I grade this figure is a 6.25 out of 10. Not a very high score in my books, but I mean, they missed the boat on this one. So I think this was it, my review for Darkrai. Thank you again for joining this channel and giving this video a view. Until we see each other next time, thank you and take care of yourselves. Bye.